All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Boys. Joe P is here with you today to talk about the Voyager email that we all got. Seriously, if you haven't seen this email, I'm going to read it to you, talk all about it, talk about my feelings and opinions on it, how it's a joke. But anywho, we're going to talk about that, what's going on in the crypto space, the Fed interest rate hikes or pause to be coming soon. We're going to talk about that here, Roland, and just a couple other things. So if you guys are new to the Crypto Boys and don't know how we do it here, we keep it as interactive as possible. So drop comments below as we go. We and I and YouTube and everybody on this planet would appreciate big time. Hey, got a notification on my phone. Nice that I am live. Awesome. Carolina crew, what's going on, man? So as I was saying, everybody on this planet would entirely appreciate it if you smash the like button on this video only if you get something valuable about what I'm about to say. If you don't you dare smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Let's get rolling. People are here for Voyager stuff, right? So we'll get there in a minute, guys. But first off, we always start our lives on coin market cap. Market cap certainly right now, $1.1 trillion. I have said this so many times, it's getting boring to say at this point, which is why that guy is sleeping on the thumbnail. Daniel, what's up, man? How are we doing? Looks like Pepe is still trending somehow, some way, some shape or form. Bitcoin south of 27 again. We're back below at 26.8. You get yourself a Bitcoin. Think about this, guys. When Bitcoin is at $100,000 or $150,000, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to be a full Bitcoiner. It's at 26K right now, 27K, right? So, I mean, we're at a point where you can chip away to get yourself a lot closer to one Bitcoin if that is your goal. Bobby Jones dropping the XTC will kill Ethereum. XTC is the real Ethereum killer. Alrighty, there we go. Thanks for the news, Bobby. I do agree. I like XTC. I don't think anything is the Ethereum killer. I think Ethereum is too big to fail at this point. ETH is going to do well regardless. Speaking of ETH is sitting at about $1,800. Had a nice discussion with one of my patients the other day. He is big into crypto and says every time it drops below $1,700 right now, I'm buying up a bunch of it. That's a great tactic. It's almost like a dollar cost average only at a certain point. I kind of like that idea. XRP is sitting at a nice 50 cents if you're into XRP and you don't want to wait for the lawsuit to settle. It is up 12.5% on the daily. Is there news with the case? I'm going to guess probably, but it's probably the same stupid news. That hasn't changed in a while. If you guys are big into XRP, drop an X in our comment, or an R, or a P, actually, and I will know what you mean. Cardano, 36 cents, still south of 40 cents. If you're new to the channel, don't know what that joke means, but I did say that we will never go below 40 cents with Cardano ever again. And here we are, 36 cents. Dogecoin still not at zero. Polygon 89 cents as of right now. Let's see where we have not looked at it. It was a crowd favorite for a long time. Haven't made a video on it in a long time. But Harmony, let's see where Harmony 1 is at. Wow, it is sitting at 14 cents right now. Over the last 3 months, kind of been doing similar with the market. Honestly, they continue to make videos that are just atrocious. Like, they don't have a mic for Harmony. Like, dude, you guys got to figure it out. Oh, man. Ray, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Smash the like button if you would for us. I would appreciate that tremendously. Bobby Jones, Blockbuster. Yes, I've heard of Blockbuster. It was too big to fail. I see where you're coming from there. Okay, that's a good thought. But who knows? XTC, like I said, we have some, so I'm into it. I have some, actually. The Crypto Boys do not, but Joe P does. H-Bar is another crowd favorite for me personally. I'm a big H-Bar fan. I think they're doing some great stuff as well. Crypto.com, I bought way too much when it was way too high. 88, thanks for joining. Never quit. What's good, my brother? Arbitrum made a great video on that. I would say maybe 2 weeks ago. If you guys are big into layer 2s, Arbitrum might be your one. VeChain. We have a lot of VeChain and it is wrapped up on Voyager, which is why you guys are here right now, to listen to some Voyager news. Unfortunately, I don't have an awesome positive thing, but we're going to talk about that. Maybe we'll do that next so that the Voyager people on the planet watching this video don't have to wait around for the entire video. Maybe I'll even bookmark it for you. Quant, good stuff. Definitely like it. Algorand, same thing. They got a lot of good backing behind them. Render token has been huge over the last, I feel like, month or 2 months. Has been popping up over and over and over and over. Let's see. Do anything else fantastic? Looking at Tezos. I bought Tezos a long time ago. It is down tremendously. Hopefully that bad boy comes up. We're at a point now, guys, where it's a great accumulation zone. This zone where we're at between 24K and 32K is like really, really nice to if Bitcoin gets to 100K, which, hey, maybe it will, maybe it won't. If it does in this next cycle, which I think there's a high probability of that happening, you're going to 3 or 4x your money, just your Bitcoin money, which is fine. Like, that's better than your traditional market, what profits you're going to take. But there's a lot of more room for potential for these altcoins. So get into XTCs, get into, XRP, get into Sologenic, get into the projects that you're like, I don't know if it's going to get into it, right? If you're on the fence, just dive in. If you're looking at it anyways, you're doing some research, just take a leap of faith, right? I'm not telling you what to or to not buy. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys know that. I'm a physical therapist, about to be a medical sales rep. But anywho, Voyager email. Let's look at this. I have it on my phone. It's ridiculous. So they sent an email this morning at 6:53 a.m. 6:53 a.m. Voyager. Yep, it's the Voyager email here. Dear me, the Voyager app will undergo scheduled maintenance over the coming days. Please note that during this window, the app will be offline. The app will be unavailable for several days, and the timeline may be extended as needed. The app update is one of the steps required to prepare for crypto distributions, which will soon follow in accordance with the approved recovery plan. We appreciate your patience while we undergo this update. So there's an update in a general window. The window we don't know exactly the time domain, but it's there. So basically the app is going to be shut down, even though we can't use the app, so it's irrelevant. They could have gone completely without sending us that email. That would have been fine, but potential positive that they're saying we're doing this because we are potentially going to distribute here soon. That's positive. The negative is, why the hell would you even send that email? Just don't waste my time. Just do not waste my time. The shredded documents are out. Like, we get it. We understand. But don't waste my time with an email like that. Stupid. 88. He is saying the problem is people run it up and ride it all the way down. Yeah. That is exactly what Colin did. I saw it in his account. He had $18,000 sitting in his account, ran it up to over 180K with Cardano, and rode it all the way back down. Didn't take a single penny of profit. Learn from our mistakes, guys. That is why we made this channel. We made this channel because none of our friends cared what crypto was. They didn't know what crypto was. They wanted to know secretly. They did. Wanted to know what crypto was. Wow, what the heck is this new Bitcoin thing? Is it fake internet money? We wanted to educate people. That's why you're watching right now. Education on Voyager, education on what's going on in the market, all that other stuff. So learn from our mistakes. Please, please, please take profits. It's crazy the amount of folks that ran up a 10x and write it down. Yeah, straight up 10x. I mean, if all the money in crypto right now, if I ran it up 10x, I am so taking profit. I'm about to pull it all. I don't care. Whatever, make some money. All right, guys, moving on. If you are staying for the Voyager stuff, it is done. Monthly crypto exchange volume tumbled in May, hitting 32-month low. Woof, daddy. That's almost 3 years. That's not good. Numbers-wise, if you guys are numbers people, cryptocurrency monthly exchange volume, which calculates spot market volume across all crypto exchanges, was $440 billion in May, down over 27% from $605 billion in April. That's a shit ton of money. Woo! That's a lot of money, and it is down almost 30%, almost a third of the volume lower than last month. So that's crazy, man. People are at the point where they're like, screw it. I'm not buying any crypto. I'm just waiting. That is the time when you should buy crypto. That is the time where you should accumulate. That is the time where you're like, I don't know if this is going to be worth it. In 2 to 3 years, really by the end of 2025, middle of 2025, we have hit the stride of the bull run, end of it, and you will have made a lot of money based off of that specifically. I think that would be huge. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 88. That's a great point. To get 3% raise a year, or a little bit back on your savings account, a couple percent here or there. Great year. We had a great year this year. We got 6%. To get 10x, that shit don't happen in the real world. It doesn't happen in the real world. But that's right. All right, guys, moving on to the debt ceiling bill passed in the House. We have been monitoring this very closely. It's now moving on to the Senate. We were supposed to, as the United States, run out of money completely as of today. We were supposed to have $0 left. Somehow, Janet Yellen found a couple $1 billion laying around, and we still have more money. So we're still functioning as a country and an economy and whatever else. So what is happening at this point is they are raising the debt ceiling, of course, so that every couple years now at this point, they're going to just keep printing money. I don't know if there's a way out of it. Again, I'm not an economist or anything like that, but they're raising that ceiling yet again. Did it a couple years ago to where we can now basically, so we won't default on our loan. 88 is probably, that might be the comment of the day. I'm going to start up. Printer go brr. That's right. Gucci. Crazy stuff. Crazy absolute stuff of what's going on. Before we get into that, I mean, guys, you have to pay attention. This is actually very nerve-wracking to me because eventually all world currencies kind of fail. Like they fall apart. And this seems to be the start case of what is actually going on with that. I don't know when. I don't know how much longer that's going to go on, but inflation is going to ruin the U.S. dollar. It already has. I mean, 40 years ago, if you had a $100 bill, you could buy a ton of stuff at the store and then have change left over. Now, if you go to the store, you have a $100 bill, you better count your pennies on what you're buying because you're not even going to get half the shit you need for your family. Like, it's really unfortunate, really sad, but it is what it is. Let's see what you guys have to say. Yeah, that's a good point. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but okay, moving on, guys. So we have the FOMC meeting, which comes June 13th and 14th. The data is coming back after Jerome Powell talked most recently to say that instead of potentially raising rates again, they're more likely to have a pause on interest rates. So potentially, we might stay at exactly where we are right now moving forward. That doesn't mean we're done with rate hikes. It just means that we're going to put a pause on things. Traditionally, when we go back down, it's usually troublesome for the economy for a little bit of time too. So just so you know, like, it doesn't mean we're out of the thick of it by any means, but we're putting a pause on things, seeing how the data is playing out. Jerome Powell and the rest of the Fed are going to look at things and say, has this actually worked? Is it doing what we want? Are there other crazy stimuli that we're not paying attention to? How has it reacted to the market? Is it negative? Is it positive? These interest rates are ridiculously high. If you're buying a new house right now, good freaking luck. Good luck. I mean, you're going to be paying 3 times more. It's insane. 88 saying eventually the 4-year cycle won't be a thing. More money coming in, big whales. They'll be setting the market cycles. Potentially. I disagree, though. I think the 4-year cycles is a thing. It's going to be a long ways down the road before that really comes out of play. It would need to be a lot higher than $3 trillion for the overall market cap, which is where we get back to new all-time highs. We're at $1 trillion, $1.1 trillion, right? That's an easily movable market, so to speak, of like the market makers. If you got a lot of money, a lot of cash, you're a huge venture capitalist, a huge, massive corporation, whatever, you'll be able to swing that pretty quickly, pretty easily. But if we get to $5 trillion, $10 trillion, $20 trillion, like if you're getting up there, like in the amount of trillions that you have as the entire market space, there's going to be less of this for sure. It's going to be more of kind of here, right? Like it's going to kind of go up and to the right, hopefully, but it's going to be a much smaller, crazy volatility. You're not going to have the 4 or 5Xs. You're not going to have the 10Xs. You're not going to have the 100Xs anymore. It's just not going to be a thing. So get in while you can now. Make the money while you can now. Utilize that, plan for the future, but plan for volatility. Plan that, I'm going to make a big chunk of money now, and hopefully that plays out in my benefit down the road. If you plan, hey, I'm just going to buy some Bitcoin and save it for 20 years. Yeah, it might work. That might work. Might be too slow. Might not work. So I don't know. Pay attention to that. Let's see, guys. Reading through the comments. Q&A now at this point. We don't really have any articles for today. They were all really lame. Like, I looked through like 20 different articles, and they all just looked awfully boring. Today's a really quiet day in the crypto space. 88 saying, I always sell when the hype's hard and people are saying 100K. Buy when some folks. Yeah. You can't listen. If you listen to the comments that people, the positivity, when it's really positive, when grandma starts talking about Bitcoin, sell it. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it. That's exactly the indicator that we use now, the grandma indicator. That should be a thing, because it is. Never quit. Yeah, and I start getting phone calls like, tell me about X. Yes, when you get that, when grandma's calling about it. 88 saying, if Sailor bought on exchanges, it would move markets. More whales, less volatility. Yes, you're correct. Edward. Recall a McDonald's ad in 1972 where a dad with 3 kids had just $10 and handed it to the counter girl, grabbed a huge bag of burgers, and sheepishly walked away. The girl said, sir, your change. Change? $10 with burgers. You go to McDonald's now with $10. I mean, you're not going to get a McFlurry because the machine's broken, but you are going to get a very small portion of what you used to be able to get. It is freaking insane. Insane what inflation has done to this dollar. I'm telling you. Used to go to the parties all the time, Italian family walking in, hey, Joey, how you doing? $20 here, $10 here. Grandma gives you this, $20 there. I walk away with a bunch of cash. Hey, go get some gas. Go buy yourself nice. $20, fill up the tank, go inside, get a drink, get a whatever. Now, I just filled up my tank, and it wasn't even on, I don't even think it was probably like a quarter left. It was like $52 to fill it up. 3/4 of a tank, $52. Unbelievable. IK, what's up, man? How you been? We've been grinding here. Colin's been away from the channel. It's been over 2 months now where Colin is MIA. Just Joe P holding down the fort. 88, dude, a sub at Subway here at $20. They don't make $5 footlongs anymore. I mean, everybody remembers the $5 foot long. Ain't a thing. That is not a thing anymore. You walk in there, you better have $20. If you want chips, you better have $20 for sure. Troy, what's up, man? How we doing? IK, yeah, how has everything been on your guys' channel? Haven't tuned in a while. I need to. That's my fault. But yeah, how's everything going with you guys? Oh, we got about 2 minutes or so now, guys. So again, it's Thursday. It feels like the quickest week, but also the busiest week of all time because Monday was a holiday, so we got 4 days jam-packing all the patients into a couple days, so it was like crazy, go, 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 but like it's already almost the weekend. Like tomorrow's Friday, almost the weekend. Good. Grinding, full-time monster. Awesome, brother. That's what I'm doing. Just rolling with it. That's good. Keep working. Work your butt off. I feel like that's an attribute. I'm going off a tangent just a smidge, just for a second. It is an attribute that not a lot of young kids have anymore, and I'm relatively young. I'm 30. Not a lot of young kids have it anymore that kind of work your butt off, work your fingers to the bone to get you where you need to be, position yourself, meet people, learn skills, whatever. They just want to sit on their phones all the time. My stepdaughter just sits on her phone. Go do something. Go learn anything. Go outside. Go run around. Go do anything. It's crazy. All right, guys, 1 more minute. Cost of inflation. Imagine being in some of these countries where inflation is 100+%. Yeah, that's just the Venezuelan dollar or whatever it is. Gone. Done. I mean, you might as well not even have it. Might as well not even have it. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for rocking. Thanks for rolling. If you haven't smashed the like button, what are you doing? If you got anything valuable out of today, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. As always, guys, thanks for rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. And your boy Joe P is out. Have a great night. Peace.